Hello, and welcome back to Houselights, your one-stop shop for everything you need to hear about this week in the world of entertainment. As always, I'm your host, Liz Noss, joined by my beautiful, wonderful co-host,
Claire Donahoe.
And our amazing guest, Jack. It's his first time on Houselights.
Yay.
Jack Williams.
Glad to be here.
Yes.
Yay.
Our good friend, our roomie. I feel like we talk about you more than like you've actually been on, obviously.
Yeah, no, I've listened a few times, and I'm a little surprised when I come up, but, you know, it's great.
And I'm really disturbed. I'm actually just like really disturbed that I come up so often.
Yeah, I think the first time was last year. You were talking to Gabby about something. She had her on.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about your affinity for the bell jar.
Yeah.
Which is really passed around the newsroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this time we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Halloween. But first, talking about Gabby, Claire would like to take over the 5-minute tangent this week.
Yes.
And talk a little bit about, what she missed on our episode.
I was out of office last week, and I watched the episode with Gabby and Liz, which was wonderful. I laughed
thank you.
very hard. But, I had some notes. So, on the record,
Notes.
I think The Notebook is a little toxic. I think someone had said Claire doesn't think it's toxic. I think it's still a good watch, but you have to have critical thinking. When Harry Met Sally is actually really good.
I love that movie.
I was kind of misremembering it, and then when I listened to the episode back, I was like,
yeah, because when we were off the air, you said that you thought they were a little toxic, Harry and Sally.
And then you made a great point, and you were like, that's just how it goes. And
right.
And I'm like, well, yes. Not
like
being
that
toxic is how it goes. That people
being
can
toxic,
date other, yeah.
People date other people sometimes.
On the record, let's get both those things straight. I didn't watch Gilmore Girls. I watched the seasons with Jess, though. And I'm noting this because you guys called him Jesse.
That's really embarrassing.
And I needed to come on here and say
and you need
that
to come
it's
on
Jess.
and expose us.
And
that's so messed up. Wow.
Thank God I wasn't there, because then you guys talked about La La Land, and I probably would have started tearing up. And Gabby was like, La La Land is too emo. I don't like it. But it's realistic. And
She called it emo.
Like emotional.
Yeah.
Short for emotional.
Is that what she said? I wrote that.
Yes. I mean, I believe you.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
She said, she was like, it's too sad. And I was like, well, yes, but...
I was thinking like goth kind of emo.
No.
La La Land is certainly not goth.
And I do agree. Oh, she said that because she was like, it reminds me too much of the real life Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield relationship. And I said that I agreed with that. Those are my updates. I was ill, but I'm back. Everyone take care of yourselves. Thanks.
Nice.
And now let's talk about Halloween.
Halloween.
Can I just say really quick that my next note was Halloween is really important to me because one year I was a Christmas tree, and then I was a fridge, and then I was a Thanksgiving table.
Okay.
I used to dress up as like...
Oh my God.
Just on the topic of costumes, I used to dress up as like objects because we had a costume contest. And since middle school, my costumes have just tanked. Like they've just been really mid. So I want to talk about the craziest costume you guys have ever seen and toot my own horn opening this conversation.
I'll never forget the first time you showed me a picture of you as a Thanksgiving table. Put it in here. Just kidding. We're not going to do that.
Go to the State News Instagram.
Go to the State News Instagram and you will see her. It was actually crazy.
It's just an important holiday for a lot of reasons, and I just want to...
Oh, yeah. I just love an event.
Share that personal connection. Yeah.
I love an event. I love a theme.
Yeah.
I love to spend money on things that I'm going to throw away afterwards.
Exactly.
I
just brought this black button-down like sequin shirt.
Wow.
So I'm just never gonna wear that
Why?
again after Halloween. It's for my costume.
No. I mean, why? No, why are you not gonna wear it?
Yeah. Why would you never wear it again?
I don't know. I was looking at it this morning and I was like, this could be like a
statement piece.
Or like a bar shirt, Like it could be fun that way.
Next time you're on Houselights, just wear that.
Oh, I will. 100%.
It's your Houselight shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will be wearing it this weekend. But
Boom.
I'm so excited to see.
Are we sharing what we're gonna be this year?
I'm not yet. I keep that for my Instagram post.
Are you gonna be sharing? This episode's coming out on Halloween, right?
Yeah, but I won't post until after Halloween weekend. Sorry, guys. And
She's
it's
cryptic.
under locks.
She's quite cryptic. Jack, do you want to share or no?
I can.
You don't have. I mean, no pressure, guys.
I'm gonna be the guy from All That Jazz. If you guys are familiar with that.
Little
movie.
Bob Fosse moment.
Yeah, it's like Bob Fosse.
I'm not familiar, but I'm happy.
You know Chicago?
Yeah.
He like did that. Like he
Okay.
made that basically. How about you? What are you being?
Let's move on. What do you be?
I'm gonna be a dragonfly. All my roommates are gonna be bugs, and
So
one of my
cute. Oh,
roommates
that's
is
cute.
gonna be an exterminator because she hates bugs so much. We all rotate like killing bugs for her.
Is that the one I know?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, Sonia.
That's fun.
So that's the group thing, and then on the other night I'm gonna be Alice from Don't Worry, Darling, like when she has like the blood on her.
Cute.
The Florence Pugh movie with Harry Styles.
Yeah, no, I never saw that.
It's a very simple costume. It was quite last minute, but I've decided,
It's cool.
and I bought the fake blood.
That's really, really
So-
cute.
I did fake blood once. I was, I think it was my junior year of high school. I was Patrick Bateman.
Okay.
You know?
That's so Jack.
That was
That's
really
so
it.
Jack.
No, that was really in that year, I feel like. But that was the one time I did fake blood.
I wonder what comes off easier, fake blood or like the glitter. Because last year, me and my roommates went really crazy with like the spray glitter, and like it was actually in our lungs for like.
That's like glue.
For, like,
Like
ever.
that literally like
Oh yeah, it's
becomes
like,
a layer of
so
skin.
me and my roommate last year, we were Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, from the farm show that they did. I can't remember the name right now, but you know where they like The Simple Life, where these two, it's like a reality show. These two rich girls go to a farm and they have to do like farm tasks, and that's like the whole premise of it. And we got a lot of glitter, and our entire balcony was just covered in glitter, and then also the inside of our lungs. Because,
Right.
like, I accidentally breathed, like, I accidentally inhaled.
Sprayed it into my face.
Roommate was like, spraying it, like, on me. And I think the same thing's gonna happen with one of this year's costumes.
I can't
and
wait
I
to
might
see.
die.
You got to be careful with that stuff. I had a friend my senior year of high school. This was on Halloween. This would have been a prom. But
Just
had
a
this-
random day.
No, it was prom. And I had a little after party at my house, and she had this like really very nice like dress with they had these like very tiny sequins all over them, and I still find them like in my basement to this day, like just like all around, like in the carpet.
To like look in your eye. To
No, like
I
literally,
see
I
them.
find them all over the place. Like it's actually crazy. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gotta be
she's
careful with that
listening.
stuff. So she's listening.
Get
Come
your
pick that up.
Get your sequins.
Yeah,
Get that
come
out.
Clean those up. I don't want to find those anymore.
Let's talk about no longer our amazing costumes that we're gonna be wearing.
But what we've
But
seen.
the most overdone costumes.
Okay.
Because I want to be a hater, not the ones that so like I've seen some. It hasn't been officially Halloween yet, but I feel like on TikTok I've seen like some influencers already starting.
I've seen some people
And we went to
around, Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor this past weekend, and we played a really fun game where who's going to the bar and who's dressing up for Halloween. And it's really hard
It's harder than you
when
think.
they're just wearing like a crop top and maybe some tights with a skirt, and you're like,
Because
is
college
that
Halloween,
a
people are
costume?
trying to like, they're either trying to be cute or like super funny
that
sometimes.
yeah.
So I can imagine. Yeah,
It is the
it'd be-
spectrum. I like you put your hands like
Yeah,
that.
deep.
Yeah. No, it is a
Yeah,
spectrum.
it's like a
It's
spectrum.
certainly a spectrum.
Yeah.
I one cute couple's Halloween costume. I know this is probably a little overdone, but I saw it at the Riv this weekend. It was like a little Peter Parker Spider-Man and then like a Spider-Gwen.
Oh, that's cute.
And they were really cute. And I
That's
actually got really depressed when I saw the Spider-Gwen
Oh.
walk up. But you know, it's fine.
Okay,
I was like,
yeah.
oh my god, that guy's so cute. And I was like, oh.
I saw a video
Awesome.
of I saw a video of the Rio birds. I
What?
send
Wait,
that to
really?
you?
I thought we were the
That's
only ones to think. That was
No.
almost our
No,
costume.
it was
by
a
the way.
couple, and they were the blue macaw birds from Rio. And I
Oh,
was like,
see,
yeah,
we had the different birds. We were thinking about being the Will.I.Am birds.
the ones that
and the
s-
Jamie Foxx
the
birds.
ones that sing Hot Wings.
Oh yeah.
We thought, but then we were like, we were like texting like last week, and we were like, how are we
How
gonna
are we
do
gonna do that? Yeah,
that? Makes no sense. We can't be the
No, it's
birds.
fun to
from
It's
come
not
up-
something you can like really, like grab. It's just more of a
My one idea, because you're obviously the yellow bird. If we were
Okay.
going to do that,
Okay, yeah.
the one thing I thought about was like his little
fedora thing.
Yeah, he has like this hat that's like a bottle cap.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like, that's
fedora.
the one thing I can
What?
think of you, but I'm like, how else would you serve Rio Bird?
Right, and it's something so important to us
Yes.
that we wouldn't want to risk it and not do it justice.
Exactly.
So almost like don't even try at all, which is kind of a bad way to think about it, but we had to give it up. But yeah, I saw a video of a couple beautifully executing the Rio
You should send that to me.
the like blue macaw birds. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's really fun to come up with costumes like that, and then it's the week before Halloween, and you're like, how do I
How do I even? Yeah, it's like in my taking notes
I
out
should
forever.
have done this like weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, figured
No,
this
and
out.
one good example of this is like me and my friends, like we just like log Halloween costumes throughout the year when we think about them.
That's what I should
And
do.
one of them, because like I have 2 roommates, so like we like try to do a trio costume. And one of them was the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
It's a good one.
And I looked at that and I was like, how do I do that? What does that mean? What is it? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, is it an old man and like a younger boy and then just like a ghost?
Yeah.
Or would we make it inherently more religious? Like, I don't know. Whatever.
I kind of like costumes though, where like you look at them and like I want to know your takes on this. Like, do you prioritize someone knowing what you are? Because I have a couple roommates that are like, my costume needs to be obvious enough that when you look at me, you know what I am. I don't want to have to like explain it to people. But I kind of like if you were an old man and your roommate was a younger boy, and then the third one was like a ghost.
And
I'd
then
look
you
at
didn't
you.
see us all in the same
Yeah,
room.
I'd look at you and I'd be like, "What's going on?" But then if you explained it and you're all together,
You'd be like,
that would be very.
Nice.
You'd get like extra points.
I had,
Right.
I had that last year. I was
I
if you
like
know
it.
the Lana Del Rey cover with the what album? Norman Rockwell.
Yeah.
I was the guy on the Norman Rockwell cover.
Well, it was so easy.
And no one I got a lot of like, what are you, you know? But then like once I said it, they were like, oh, that's good. I
Yeah.
love that.
Well, you
I
were
like
just
those
wearing a pair of
costumes.
khaki pants and a black sweater.
Yeah, they were just like white pants and a black sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
But I love those costumes. Like, it's okay if you have to tell someone,
Oh, yeah.
No,
and then
100%,
they get it.
yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
I think 2 of my costumes are pretty self-explanatory this year, but one of them maybe not so much. And I think last year kind of broke me out of like I need someone to know what my costume is because like not many people understood like Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie. Like,
Yeah.
and then like
But that's so good.
I did Katy Perry's like iconic.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Teenage Dream with the Hershey Kisses.
But it's such a great conversation starter too. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
If you're not if someone doesn't know what it is and then they ask and then you're like, oh, it's this, and then if they still don't get it, you can like explain. But so yeah, I do think there's sort of an art in picking something that's like not too unrecognizable, but
Yeah.
also like something that
Something
can, like,
makes
sort
you
of start
think. A
conversation.
thinker.
I think
Exactly.
I like
A
the
thinker.
puns too. Like now I'm thinking of that old man, young son, and then a ghost.
You can
Like,
put that in the pocket for later.
something that's kind of like a bit of a pun, or like you're dressing up. One of my notes was like costumes that are not the thing. Like you're dressing up as something, but you're representing it in a different way. I think those are clever.
Right. Yeah, those are good.
I can't think of a
Like a
single example to
concept
say right now.
costume.
Yes.
There
thank
was
you.
one that I saw that was like, I'm an espresso martini, and it was like a brown shirt and like a black skirt.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, that is a concept costume, but like, personally, I wouldn't do that.
That would get a few laughs though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would laugh if someone told me that they were a drink.
But would it be overdone right now because of like Sabrina Carpenter? I was gonna say, calling back to like what ones are most overdone. I think I only have a problem if a costume is overdone if like it's based on like a movie that just came out or something. Like I'm thinking of like Barbie or something where it's
Barbie's
like
gonna be, yeah.
everyone's doing that.
Oh my god, so many guys were Ken last year.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Really?
But also,
I didn't.
Yeah, I
don't
saw
remember
some of
seeing
like
any.
the guys in like the fur.
I usually
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
I saw a
Yeah.
lot of
I
that.
usually don't care if a costume's overdone. I'm like, because
I
if you
do.
executed it well, a well executed costume can't be like.
But there are some ones that
wrong.
are just like tacky.
Or like problematic. You know?
Well, yeah, that's a whole.
Yeah,
No, but like,
anyone
I mean, like
see,
there are overdone problematic, like the cops and robbers thing, where it'll be like an inmate and a cop.
Yeah.
I find that inherently.
I just am
problematic.
like, yeah.
I see those
Get
all the
some-
time. Yeah,
yeah.
hang out in Dublin like on Thursday.
No, you'll
night.
see.
You'll
Yeah,
see
it's
like
like really.
17,000 of them.
Yeah.
My first overdone one that I wrote down was Joker and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, me too. That's
And me and Jack were
yeah.
talking about that because there's gonna be a lot of that because of Lady Gaga and. But I feel like it's still gonna be the old version.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of that when the Suicide Squad movie came out.
was so
but
bad.
it was the Jared Leto version, and it was like just weird.
Oh my god, Jared Leto's so weird.
But I feel like I just see like I'll see
I'm
like
so scared of
20
Jared Leto.
Jokers like every year. Just
I know.
guys being Joker.
Yeah.
And then if they have a significant other, they'll usually do the Harley Quinn, which is also kind of weird because.
Talk about a toxic couple.
Exactly. Yeah. Talk
Yeah.
about it. Like their relationship is so strange and like.
Why would
just,
you
like,
wanna be
weird.
that?
Yeah. Exactly.
They're barely a couple.
Yeah, they're really. Yeah, I wouldn't even call them a couple, but I am curious to see people doing the Lady Gaga Or like,
Yeah, like I will be like, okay, fine.
Yeah,
If somebody does
like,
that, like,
okay.
all right, it's Lady Gaga,
Yeah.
fine.
Mhm.
Talking about Lady Gaga, did anyone listen to Disease, the new Lady Gaga single?
No.
It was really good, guys. You should listen to it.
I will check it. I know
I'll look.
the Tyler album came out. Right?
Hey, I did listen. I listened to that.
I didn't listen to that yet, but my brother
I
was
think-
talking about it.
Did you listen to it, Jack?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. My top 3, probably Sticky, Ratata, and why did I say it like that? And Like Him. And that's I just said.
I will listen and get back to you on that.
Thanks, Jack.
No
I'll
problem.
get you my review on Ratata. as soon as I can.
Ratata. Why did I say it like that? That was weird.
Ratata.
Another overdone Halloween costume is just like, I don't want to see any animal costumes without it being like a character. Like, I don't want to see any mice. I don't want to see any, except I like yours. That's the dragonfly one.
Well,
That's different because it's cute and it's insects.
That's
Insects
not
are
even what I was
inherently not
thinking.
animals.
That's not even what I was
What were you
thinking.
thinking?
My backup, if the
Uh-oh.
if the Don't Worry Darling thing, now I just have to admit this, was just gonna be like a cheetah or something.
A cheetah.
I'm ashamed.
That's a really weird back. Like it's like a kind of like a hard back to do. Like that's a really
'Cause I saw-
specific pattern.
No.
Yeah. Unless you already have
Or,
like
like
a
leopard,
cheetah-
whatever,
Yeah,
the-
leopard print.
Never mind.
That's why.
I don't want to have to do it.
No, I
guys.
don't want to do it.
No, the animals thing is why when we were trying to figure out if people were just going to the bar or they were dressed up for Halloween, that's why it's so hard because like people can put on like a bar top and like
It's just like a pattern. Or
yeah,
like yeah.
and
It's
then,
just like a dress, and then like
some
there's
ears maybe,
Yeah.
and there were maybe some like makeup, like some whiskers or whatever, and then that's a
so
costume.
that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, so
Maybe.
Claire's basic.
If my other thing doesn't come in time, guys, I tapped out of Halloween. I set the stage with this earlier, saying I was at table one year. Like I'm out. Like I don't.
Yeah, that kind of.
Yeah, you kind of
Can't go
outdid
as
yourself.
hard. Yeah. So
when
Could
you
you
were
be a table
12.
again?
forgive me.
Could you be a fridge again?
It would be awesome, but so.
Weren't you like a fully
so
stocked fridge, like when it
inconvenient.
opened?
Yes, it opened.
That's awesome.
I'll show you guys pictures after.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it again.
If we were having a costume contest, perhaps I'd.
Oh, should we do that?
No, don't do that now, because
Wait,
now
we
I'm not.
should do
guys,
that.
No,
oh my god,
no.
you just gave us such a good idea.
Oh my
Claire.
god,
Okay.
such a
Love
good
it.
idea. Stay Newsbury, everybody pull up at this address.
The
Just
silence.
kidding.
We'll fix
Okay.
it in post.
We'll fix it in post.
More overdone Halloween
My
costumes.
other one is just schoolgirl, but like that's not that bad. But there is a lot of that, and I think that's also an inherently weird costume.
Yeah.
I also have trauma with this, and I don't know if I should. Like, I feel like I should tell the story, but it's really long. But basically, okay, should I give the Reader's Digest version?
Sure.
This was my
Yeah.
freshman year Halloween,
Uh-oh.
and we were just looking for. It was like the end of Halloween weekend, but it was actual Halloween night. It was like on a Sunday, and we went out the 2 nights before, and it was like last Halloween night. It was on a Sunday. There weren't that many parties, so me and my friends were kind of just like looking for something. And for context, which is very, very important context, me and all my friends were cowboys. That was
Solid.
our group costume. And so we saw that one of the frats that was on Grand River had their door open. There was obviously a party happening inside. And so we walk in because the door is open and it closes immediately behind us. We're like, oh,
I think
good.
I've heard this story.
Oh, good.
I've never.
And so we walk in, and all the men are dressed like Steve Jobs, and all the girls are dressed like Britney Spears, like
Oh god.
schoolgirls. And we're just cowboys. So it was obviously like a frat sorority, like mixer sort of thing. And so then I'm like, okay, we are obviously not supposed to be here, but we might as well stay for a little bit
Oh my
and
God.
see what happens. And we're all just like, okay. And so we're just, and then literally it takes me maybe 2 seconds for someone to tap me on the shoulder really hard and go, who do you know here?
No.
And me being stupid and 18 years old, I go, that one, and just point to a random guy. And they go, no, you don't. Get out. And I'm taking out the curse words. But because this is a family show. Get out. And then they called us effing trespassers on the way out. And I've never returned to that frat ever again.
Are we gonna name drop?
Yeah,
the-
are we
It
doing
was
that?
ASIG.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Thanks,
Wow.
guys. And I
Wow.
loved when they would be on their roof.
Oh, is it that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know those. Yeah.
So
I was picturing farmhouse, like you just standing.
Oh no, Farmhouse would never do that to me.
Yeah, no.
I would be really scared if I walked into a frat party and everyone was Steve Jobs.
And everyone was Steve Jobs, and then Britney Spears schoolgirls, and we're all
Wait,
cowboys.
those like costumes don't match though.
They
Like,
No,
don't.
it
if
doesn't.
was, like,
No, and
frat
that's why it was
sorority
so
mixer,
jarring. Like,
I don't know how
Maybe
any of that works.
it
I'm
sounds
not
like
in.
they each kind of chose it separately, and
Right.
they didn't
Right.
have any. They were just kind of doing the
it was
mixer.
just so scary, and I'll never forget it. But
Yeah.
that's probably why it's overdone to me, because I've seen
That's
it
like a
in my
core memory.
dreams. so
Yeah.
many times.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes, of course.
It's a very vulnerable thing to have to tell.
Does anyone else
Exactly.
have
Two
overdone
people.
before we get into the best ones?
You know, actually, what I've seen a lot, and I don't think a lot of people will really consider this overdone, but Jennifer's body, the scene at the end where she's got like the white dress
Yeah,
on
yeah,
and
yeah.
the blood on the. I've seen so many people do that, but I don't think people would like really consider that like an overdone costume.
I don't think people think that it's overdone, but it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
the,
like,
the
I'm gonna
easy
be-
ones are overdone because last minute someone's like, I need
Right.
another costume.
And that's why the animal thing is like so overdone, because it's like you can just like slap
I
a pair of ears on you and then move on.
I had someone in my French
Yeah.
class say they were gonna be the Apple Store monkey.
Love.
Sort of moving into best costumes. if we
Yeah,
wanna start
that
getting
is
into
like
that.
one of the best costumes. I thought about it, but I was like,
I feel like
I
that's
don't
gonna be
know.
overdone though. See, this is the problem. Like something trends, and then it's like right before. It doesn't even need to be right before Halloween. Like I said, it could be a movie or something, and then you just expect like, I feel like I'm gonna see a million of them now.
Apple Store monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
well,
like,
because
I'm gonna be annoyed,
that
but I don't
photo's
want to
been
be.
around for a while. I think the kid's like holding an iPhone 3.
yeah.
Right? Like that's
I
been
didn't know that.
around for a while. Like so, it's
I hope
interesting
someone
that it's
shows
just
up
kind
to
of
the
now
snooze
becoming
party.
like a sort of
Yeah.
a trend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope so. That'd be nice. Winning the costume contest if you show up to the snooze party in Apple Store. Monkey, and come to the party right here at this address. But anyways, talking about a movie, Challengers Trio. I love it whenever I see
That
it, and
would
I
be
think
awesome.
that is going to be overdone a little bit this year.
But it's fine.
But it's really great, and I don't care. It should have happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I should be able to do that. That's why I'm mad that it's overdone, because
I would
been
have
me.
done that,
what?
but
yeah, we're right here.
Oh shoot!
exactly.
Oh my God, you're so Art and you're so Patrick. All right, guys, that's actually my costume this weekend.
The truth comes out.
Changing.
Liz is changing her answer.
We all lied.
Another one that I saw. This one's really crazy. The fresh packet for shoes. That's like the silica gel. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the little packet of like
Like the stuff you're not supposed to eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw someone dress up as that.
That's awesome.
And I really, really like that. And then I saw Papa Louie from the Papa's like pizzeria games.
That's a good one. Yep.
A lot of these are coming from this trend on Twitter that I've really loved recently, where it like a tweet will start out with like, I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're blank? And then it's like the ball from like the ball POV from Challengers.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
And it's like, or there was another. It's just a lot of them were Challengers ones, obviously.
Yeah.
And it was like the tennis racket with the ball in the middle, and like their face was painted like the ball, and they're like, "What do you mean you're Patrick Zweigs?" Like, like
awesome.
serve. So
People are getting creative.
I've been really like every time I see it, like bookmark every single one of those costumes.
So one of the most funnest. I don't know.
The most funnest.
You got it.
Columnist at the State News, everybody.
Don't hurt yourself.
This guy can write.
I think I can write, guys. I think what's really fun, and I think anyone who goes to MSU can sort of relate to this. If you've gone out on Halloween, it's just like walking up and down Grand River, and then just like looking at people's costumes, especially if you're like a freshman when you can't really like do anything, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's what I did last year. You remember, right? After I.
Yeah, Jack just appeared into the night last
Yeah,
year.
we were watching like some movie or something.
We started watching the
Alex's
Hype
dorm.
House
and I was
show.
like, I'm just gonna go. And then I met up with some friends and we just walked up and down Grand River.
Literally, he disappeared for like an year. Like all of a sudden, he's like, "I'm gonna go," and then left.
And we had a good time.
To
though.
go people watch. It's
We
a
had
good
a
time.
good time before too.
We had a good time. We were at
It was a great night.
Yeah,
Another snooze party,
another snooze party. Yeah.
and we watched the Hype House series for a really long time
Mm-hmm.
after that. I don't have any other best costumes, but I do have a Halloween costume that I put in my back pocket that I thought of.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cause like do you guys have this thing where like you've already bought your costumes and you're like, oh, I should have done this, and then you're like, okay, 2025 Halloween costumes.
Yeah, or like Halloween night when I'm people watching, I'm like writing down what I'm gonna be.
Yes.
And then the next year
There you
comes
go.
and I like forget the list. Like I just looked up the old list I had and I'm like, I'm not doing any of these. Well, I have two.
I picked one
Coraline.
from the list, but the other two are newer. But I really want to be like Alan Cummings' Cabaret like character.
Ooh, yeah.
Like that would be so cool.
That would be cool.
Guys, no one steal that before next year.
Don't steal that.
That's
I want to
mine.
be Coraline one time.
Thank you.
I saw
I've seen a couple this year already, but
I saw a really good one on like Instagram or something. It was Coraline and then the kid, the other guy, I forgot his name.
YB.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was
I
those two, and but they looked like a lot like the
That's cool.
actual character, which is crazy because it's
Yeah.
an animated movie. You
Yeah.
know?
I just saw
Why do you look like that?
Exactly. Yeah.
a friend of a friend just posted this. Like her and her boyfriend did. I haven't seen Breaking Bad, but Jane and Jesse.
Mm-mm.
That's
They
yeah.
killed it because they also kind of just like looked like them already. They actually killed it. I can't stop thinking about it. Why are you guys
We were
laughing?
talking about this last night,
Jane
and
and
I
Jesse.
kept doing a Jesse Pinkman impression.
It was really, really
Go
good.
ahead.
I'm not gonna do it here.
It includes a curse word.
Yeah.
You can't. We'll do it after.
That's
Family
like the
show.
entire bit. If you're a fan of the show, you know. But
If you know, you know. We were carving pumpkins last night. We were really, really festive.
Good.
It was really fun.
yeah.
Sorry to deter from.
No,
Best
I don't
costumes.
have any others. Does anyone else have any best?
I saw a guy do Napoleon Dynamite, which is actually kind of like a lot of people do that, but he could back it up. He did like the dance, that Napoleon Dynamite did in that
Nice.
one scene. Yeah, he did the dance like really good. So I think that was, he really got into character with that one.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a friend freshman year of high school. Did you guys do at your high school like the boys dance team? Like for like pep assemblies or something? Did you guys have pep
I don't
assemblies?
think we had a boys
I
dance.
don't think we had a dance. We didn't have a dance.
It was
team.
just
We had a
for
girls'
like
dance
it
team.
was like just for pep assemblies. Like
Oh,
guys
okay.
in the grade would like
Oh.
sign up to do it, and they would
Oh,
coordinate.
I guess.
and
Well,
then
the
perform.
football team used to like
Yeah, something like that.
choreograph a dance.
So freshman year, my two friends were in charge of coordinating it because they were on student council and like we were all supposed to do our grade, and everyone like backed out last minute. Like the freshman class was like, we're not doing this, and my friend Dylan did it alone. And he
Oh.
did the Napoleon Dynamite dance, and nobody
go.
knew what was going on, and the whole school's there. He walks out to the center. All of us are like, we have no idea what he has prepared, and he had the costume on, and the music starts, and he did the whole thing with a straight face, and the uproar was incredible.
That's
People still
amazing.
talk about it. Here I am, still talking about it. And the
Wow.
next year, I think everyone realized like the dance team is cool to do for the pep assembly, and all the sophomores,
So
we
fun.
they got a group together, but
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. I would have loved that if I was there.
I would have
Yeah.
loved a little dance team moment.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they were funny. They were silly.
I was too busy being a nerd in marching band, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You were in marching band?
Oh, yeah.
What did you play?
Trombone.
Were you in band?
I was in orchestra. I had class.
Actually, I was in orchestra.
I was in orchestra. I played the violin
In Birmingham.
in Birmingham. I am actually from Birmingham, Michigan.
No, you're not British, Jack.
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Oh man.
Do you have any more costumes you've loved, Claire?
No, but the moment it's Halloween night, I'm gonna be thinking of like 80 things I wish I had said
I
when I
know.
see people. I'm excited to see what people come up with.
Yeah, me too. Actually.
I feel like
It's like the best people watching.
it's just it doesn't matter to me. Like overrated, underrated, doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's like well executed. Oh, this is just one I was talking to Eva about
Oh.
earlier. This is not really a well executed costume, and it takes no effort, and you can just tell it's so last minute. But it catches me off guard. I'm like a little ashamed. It catches me off guard every year, and I laugh every time I see it. It's when a guy just puts on a white coat and dresses up as a gynecologist, and it shouldn't make me laugh, and it does.
That's crazy.
That's
know.
insane. Why does that make you laugh?
I don't know. Like I see it, and I'm like, this is so stupid, and then I start laughing.
I
But
had
it's
a-
not. I'm
Guys
saying
have
that,
it so easy.
I know, and it's not a good costume. It's a weird costume.
It's a bad and weird
it's
costume.
horrible. but it caught me off guard at Rick's, of all places.
Of course,
I was not in my right
I would be
mind.
at Rick's.
I was at
Yeah.
Rick's and I turned and the lights are strobing and I'm like, why is this person next to me dressed up as a gynecologist? I have to
I mean,
get out of
if
here.
you have a white like lab coat, you should just be like Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Right.
And actually, like,
And if you don't laugh, you'll cry. It was either I burst into tears next to him or I was
But
like,
how did
haha.
you? What about it like made it a gynecologist and not just like a regular doctor?
Just like, this is so
him saying
shameful.
it.
No,
Like
just
did it say it like on his jacket?
just like a little like tag.
I was
okay.
about to say like.
It totally took 3 minutes to put the whole
Actually, I'm
together.
not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Okay. I probably shouldn't have said that.
One of my friends last year was
Sorry. That was super bizarre that I shared that.
Go ahead, Jack.
I don't mean it.
no.
We gotta go.
I actually think it's really stupid,
Sorry.
guys.
Say your
I
thing.
never laughed.
I was just gonna say one of my friends last year was a douchebag.
Nice.
He just put on a hat that said that. He wore a
That was it. That's
a white wife beater, and then like I think like a Hawaiian shirt over it, and then he had like black basketball shorts, and it was one of those things where it totally took him like 3 minutes to put together, you know.
But then you look at it and you're like,
But
why
it was
did
hilarious.
this-
He showed up and I was cracking up because it's like hilarious, you know.
Just
He
cracking
kind of
up.
nailed it.
We're just cracking up.
Well, everyone.
This guy's cracking up. One other thing that I wanted to say
Oh, please.
about
Go
maybe
ahead.
not costumes, but just Halloween in general
Yeah.
was because I was thinking about it last night while we were listening to the Halloween party playlist.
Yeah.
Was about like what makes a Halloween song. And I just want to get your thoughts on this. This is such a stupid thing. But I was like, I'm also trying to make a playlist for the snooze party, so this,
Okay.
please know that whatever you say will be used in, in consideration.
I was gonna take that a different way. Like when I think of a Halloween song, I think of like that spooky, scary skeleton song
Right.
where it's like it just
Right.
sounds like something is like doing this motion over and over again. But for a
Right.
party, I don't expect to walk into the party and it
Well,
just be like, this is Halloween,
That's
like
the
that
thing.
type of stuff.
That's the thing.
I don't
so,
expect
like,
that.
How
I expect that.
It's like how department store do you make it? You know what I'm saying? Because like you
a good
specifically
question.
have like Halloween songs like "Calling All the Monsters" by China and McLean, best
Please
song
put
ever.
that on the playlist.
Oh, I will.
Right now.
And like the Monster
of you.
Mash, but like there's also just like creepy songs that are like Bloody Mary by Lady Gaga and like Cannibal by Kesha, like kind of things.
Like you're answering your own question
but,
here.
Like,
That
are,
sounds
but
good.
like are
That
those
sounds-
Halloween songs?
They can be.
Well, I believe
If
you.
you play them in the
Just the way you
If
said
you
it.
play them on Halloween.
now, yeah, exactly. Like if I'm listening to that in the car in the middle of summer driving home from work, then it's not a Halloween song. But if you're playing it at a Halloween party, then
Anything goes.
yeah.
True.
I think also anything goes because people are dressed up as like celebrities. People are dressed up maybe even as singers. So you could play any song you want, and you could make an argument for any song
Guys,
on a Halloween.
I'm
Yeah,
dressing
it'll-
up as a singer.
So don't feel nervous about your playlist. I'm excited.
Now, with that being said, I do love it when I walk into like a college party and there's like it just sounds like a Spirit Halloween, you know?
That is really funny.
That's what you guys should try to do at your
Like
house.
the Monster
Should we
Mash.
do
If the
that?
Monster Mash isn't played at least like 4 times that
Four
night,
times.
then like,
That's a lot of
That's
times.
really a lot.
Trent.
well, I mean, you spread it out throughout the night. You don't have to play them all
Yeah,
consecutive.
Like all in a row.
And you know, I have this playlist you were playing last night pulled up on my laptop right now.
Halloween party.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you know, you have stuff like "Toxic" by Britney Spears, which like I listen to, but you know, I think that kind of works. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Once again, you could make any argument
Exactly.
as long as it's not like a Christmas song. I'd be like, yeah, put it on the playlist.
Or, I mean, you
I-
couldn't-
yeah.
I don't think you can make an argument for any song.
Well, yes, not quite.
Diet Pepsi by Addison Rae.
Guys.
Yeah.
Guys, I think that's
What's happening?
Because I said I wanted to be at the party. This entire place, I mean, this entire like podcast has just been us being like getting ready for.
Yeah, we're
our
just
Halloween
preparing for the
parties.
Stadium's party. But any closing thoughts on Halloween?
One thing about the songs, Unholy. We were talking about the song "Unholy" by Sam Smith.
Good night,
and
everyone.
We were like, it's only Halloween because Sam Smith is scary.
Fair.
One more other point that I had to make really quick.
No, please.
Is I recently watched Crow vs. Monster again, the Disney Channel
Oh,
original movie,
yeah.
Yeah.
and it doesn't hold up. So take with that what you will.
Maybe because we were like 9.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Sorry.
No, but like
That
I
was
thought that
extremely
I
negative.
thought that it would
Yeah,
And
I'm
it
sorry that nostalgia.
because I
wasn't-
really loved that as a kid.
Nostalgia's a liar.
You know what still holds
Why'd
up?
you say that? That was really. That's insane.
Because it's true. Happy
y-
Halloween.
Y'all ever seen Paranorman?
Yes.
That movie holds up.
That movie does hold up. You're so right. Any closing thoughts on Halloween? Claire's been trying to do this for the last
I don't
5 minutes.
think so.
Any closing thoughts on Halloween, guys? Excited?
If you dress
No.
up as a table, contact the state news and let us know.
We'll get
Have
a
a safe
photographer out
time,
there.
Claire's.
Yeah. What'd you say?
We'll be posting Claire's old costumes on the Snooze Snapchat story.
Yeah.
We'll
And
have that.
happy
that
Halloween.
exists.
Nobody dress up as an animal or Liz is going to be mad.
I'll
It's
be
true.
mad too. I think we'll all be mad.
We'll all be mad.
You
I
should be
won't
mad at
be.
yourself.
I won't be.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.